Welcome to Paradise and welcome to the Atlantis here in the Bahamas. In this video, I'm going to teach you in the next 72 hours what are the must-do things and also take you behind the scenes of a cryptocurrency millionaire. If you enjoy videos like this, smash up that like button, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because here on this channel, I share with you not only the behind the scenes of how I travel, the lifestyle, but also how you can get some really great deals with traveling. What are some of the hot spots when traveling, and what are some of the best places in the world? If you like to travel and you like lifestyle, you're gonna love this channel and you're gonna love this video. So with that being said, let's enjoy Paradise and let's get started. Now to start your trip off to the Atlantis, you're going to need to travel to Paradise Island. The Atlantis Hotel is on Paradise Island. You will need to go over a bridge, and we recommend flying into Linden Pindling International Airport or traveling to Nassau by cruise ship. Now once you make your way to Paradise Island, it's very easy to get to the Atlantis, and this place is absolutely massive. Videos and pictures do this place no justice, and that's why for your first 24 hours on property, we recommend actually just exploring the entire property. This literally could take you all day because of how big and spread out the Atlantis is. First, it's important to know that there are 4 main hotels at the Atlantis: the Coral, the Royal, the Reef, and the Cove. Now we started off at the Coral Towers, so let me give you a quick room tour. Now my first impressions of the Coral was that it was a little bit run down. We did end up having some issues when we were staying in this room. But that being said, it does have a really nice balcony overlooking the entire property, and it was really cool to see the stingrays down below. But this room is a bit outdated, with the bed being fairly hard and the bathroom being very small. We even had some water issues during our stay, and it seems like they're doing a lot of maintenance at the time of this recording on the Coral. And because of this experience, we ended up upgrading to the Royal, and we stayed in a 2-queen basic room in the East Tower. The Royal was definitely an upgrade, but they were also doing a ton of construction during our time and stay, and this was also just a very basic room with 2 queen beds, a very basic bathroom, and it looks like they are going through a remodel of both the Coral and the Royal, at least in some areas. But if you're looking for something more upscale, the Reef and the Cove are definitely the properties you'd want to stay at. They also have their own pools as well as their own beach access, and they even have restaurants like Fish and a diner called Sea Glass. This property felt very new, very modern, very updated, and very nice. Now while it is more expensive to stay at the Cove than it is the Reef, between all 4 hotels, I would rank them the Cove number 1. It's also the priciest. The Reef number 2. This is more for longer term stays as they have kitchenettes and kitchens, but also very nice. The Royal number 3, and last but not least, the Coral. So now that you have an overview of the entire Atlantis property, let me share with you the main attraction that is an absolute must, especially for day 1, is going to be the water park. Now we ended up going down almost every slide at the water park, and our favorite water slides were the ones where you get to slide down and be in a shark tank. You literally get to go down a slide, and at the bottom of the slide, you slide through a huge tube, and around that tube, you get to see sharks, other fish, basically giving you the feel of what it would be like to swim with sharks and other sea life without actually being in the water with them. This is a highlight of the Atlantis, and I would definitely not miss this slide. Now, I also went down the massive 60-foot slide that goes through the shark encounter as well, which was super fun, and I'd highly recommend doing it if you like fast water slides. Now, our other favorite water slides were what we called the roller coaster water slides, where you literally get jetted on the tube and it feels like you're riding a roller coaster. There are multiple of these slides, and we ended up going on these multiple times. Our favorite was the one at the top, and what's really fun about these slides is that after you're done, you go right into the rapid river for a really fun ride, allowing you to see the rest of the water park. Now after we went to the water park, there was a lot more exploring of this entire property to do. We recommend going and seeing the casino. This is one of the biggest casinos in the Bahamas, and it is a lot of fun. And if you are a Caesars Diamond member, you may even have some free slot play. They gave us $150 worth of free play, so we basically got to try out the slots and try gambling with absolutely no risk. And we even ended up winning about $70, which was really fun. So not only were we entertained, but we also ended up winning some money for free. Now the casino area also has some of the best restaurants, and our favorite was Nobu. While Nobu is very expensive depending upon what you get, the A5 Wagyu steak that we had on the Hot Rock was some of the best steak I've ever had in my entire life, and I also really did enjoy the sushi and the bento box dessert. Nobu is definitely a higher end restaurant, so dressing up is recommended, but we really enjoyed our experience there, and the food was fantastic. Now right by the casino as well is the buffet called Poseidon's Table. While this is a little bit more pricey for dinner, averaging right around $70, they do have a massive variety of food, and the food was very high quality. And they do also offer a lunch option, which is definitely cheaper, right around $40 to $45. So if you want a lot of food and if you want variety, Poseidon's Table is definitely the place to go. Now, after you've explored the water park and the casino, we also recommend exploring all of the beaches that the Atlantis has to offer. In my opinion, there are 4 beaches that you must check out. The first beach is actually enclosed in the Atlantis itself, and it's where I started out in the video. I guess you could say it's more of a lagoon, but what's great is that they have a lifeguard in there from 9 to 5, and the water is very shallow and clear. Now, the second beach is right across the bridge, and this is Atlantis's main beach. This is where they have jet skiing, you can even get your hair braided, and they also have some mini shops and tourist activities. This beach can get a little bit wavy, but the sand was absolutely fantastic, and I loved running into the beach and diving right into the waves. Now, the third beach is right by the Cove Hotel, and funny enough, it really is a cove. What's great about this beach is it's more enclosed, and the waves are typically smaller. It's also a really nice little sitting area, and we really enjoyed this beach as well. And the fourth beach is more by the reef and the cove. So for your first 24 hours, those are the must-dos at Atlantis. And in our opinion, the best restaurant at Atlantis was certainly Nobu. So if you like sushi or steak, while it's definitely on the pricier side in a high-end restaurant, it was definitely the best on property in our opinion. And for more variety, we also really liked the buffet. Now for day 2, one of the must-do things at Atlantis is get up and get a workout in. Atlantis has an awesome workout facility. While it is a little bit smaller and there were a lot of people around, the facility was very nice, and they even had a pool where you could do yoga on a waterboard and even swim laps, as well as a massive basketball court for you to shoot baskets. One of my favorite things was getting up every single morning, going to the gym, going for a swim, shooting some baskets, and just really getting my day started on the right foot. Now from there, an absolute must at the Atlantis, and one of our favorite activities, if not our most favorite, was swimming with the dolphins at Dolphin Cay. This activity is right around $250 per person, and it is a 1-hour activity, and you do need to book this in advance. Sometimes they will allow you to book on site. We definitely recommend being more prepared for this than not. Also, it will depend upon the weather, which fortunately for us, it was an absolutely gorgeous day. Now, our favorite part about the dolphin experience was the fact that you got to actually swim with the dolphins, hold onto their fins, get pushed up by your feet, and even take multiple pictures and swim with them in this very immersive experience. Now, they do not allow you to take cameras, and the pricing for pictures was a bit expensive. But that being said, this was one of our favorite experiences. So if you are looking to swim with dolphins, the location of Dolphin Cay is right on site and right next to the gym, and it made for an incredible experience. Now, if you're looking for even more adventure and want to swim with the swimming pigs, there is a tour called Pieces of 8 right on site at the Atlantis, and we ended up doing the half-day tour. On this tour, you have a small group of people between 15 and 20. You'll go through a harbor tour, then go to a small island, which was incredibly peaceful, and the water was the bluest water I've ever seen in my entire life. Then from there, you will get to see sea turtles, and then finally make it to Rose Island for the swimming pigs. This is where you'll get to feed the pigs and take pictures with them and also hold baby piglets. Now, while this was a super fun experience, it was also a little bit chaotic, and if you do get seasick, please understand that you will be on a speedboat and you will feel some chop going up and down on the boat as you travel to and from the islands. But that being said, our experience with Pieces of 8 went really well, and the tour takes place literally steps outside the Atlantis. So if you are staying on property, it is very convenient, and I would highly recommend doing this tour again if you wanted to go with the swimming pigs. Now, if you're looking for another hot dinner spot, that evening we ended up going to Fish by Jose Andres at the Cove Hotel. The ambiance here at Fish was absolutely incredible, and it was very luxurious. The service was also very good, and we really enjoyed the cheddar biscuits, the salad, the cauliflower soup, as well as the steak and twice baked potato. Now, while this wasn't the best steak we've ever had in our lives, it was still very good. But remember, the name of the restaurant is called Fish, and we would recommend coming here, especially if you like seafood. But besides Nobu, this is the second nicest restaurant in our opinion, and this is why it is your second must-do restaurant. Now, after dinner, if you want some fun entertainment that is free, we recommend checking out the movie theater on site. The movie theater at the Atlantis is absolutely massive, and they have movies every single night, as well as some really big sporting events like football Sundays that you can just go and show up absolutely free. We ended up doing this a few of the nights and really enjoyed it. Now, for day 3, we ended up doing something a little bit different, but it was certainly worth it. We ended up going to the Four Seasons Ocean Club for a spa day. Now, the Four Seasons Ocean Club is a private hotel, and you will need to book reservations in order to go back there or be staying on property. But that being said, this is one of the most luxurious hotels I've ever been to, and the spa was absolutely incredible. They also have 3 swimming pools and a world-class restaurant called Dune, and the cheeseburger was absolutely incredible, as well as the bread and butter, and the coconut soup was very good as well. But one of our favorite appetizers was the chips and guacamole, and don't forget the chocolate lava cake for dessert. Now, after our massage and our day at the Four Seasons, and after dinner, we ended ended up going to Marina Village. Now, a pro tip is that on Saturday nights or other special events, they do have a group of musicians that will come play live music, and they even had a fun parade in the street with native Bohemians sharing their heritage and culture, and it made for a really fun event. Marina Village also hosts multiple million-dollar yachts, and it was really fun to see these boats, as it's something that you just do not see every day. Another thing that we really liked about the Marina Village is all of the restaurants and ice cream shops. And the cool thing is that you can actually pay with your Atlantis room card at any of these restaurants. As for each individual shop, it will depend, so make sure to ask before purchasing. But if you're looking for some ice cream, they do have a Ben & Jerry's and a really nice steakhouse called Seafire. So we would highly recommend going and checking out Marina Village, especially since it's only steps outside the Coral Tower. So depending upon where you're staying at the Atlantis, it is very accessible. You do not need a car to go there. It is literally right in your backyard. So there you have it. Those are your must-do things in 72 hours at the Atlantis. So if you enjoy these vlog style videos, as well as learning some travel tips and tricks, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on that notification bell, as we will be creating new videos and content to help you get the most out of your vacations and show you the behind the scenes of a travel influencer. Thanks again for watching this video, and we can't wait to see you in the next one. Stay tuned.